Chapter 5: A World Apart. Welcome to Mississippi, specifically the Mississippi Delta, one of the most impoverished regions in the United States of America. Houses in the area are worn down and hazardous. The area also has a poor education environment. Its schools are rated the lowest among the state.
The farming practices in this area have affected the health of the locals, which they call the Delta Crude. On top of this, they have minimal access to healthcare, such as some areas not even having ambulances to dispatch.
Martha Johnston lives in the government-sanctioned projects with her two daughters, Candace and Alona, whom is going to college and has a son. She pays 30% of her income to pay rent. Her income consists of $50 from Candace's father's and her own small business of selling popsicles and snacks such as chips. She buys these supplies in bulk with the SNAP aid she receives, bringing in at most $400 a month.
The area has no decent place to purchase groceries, such as those needed by Martha, meaning households have to go out of town in order to do so. Dorothy Clark helps this be done by acting as a taxi-like service and even at times free to help those in need. Loretta Perkins does the same, but is far more strict when it comes to payment.
Another form of income these families use is selling their SNAP dollars for 50 cents each and selling their children's Social Security to be claimed by others on their taxes.
Alva May has done both these things. She has a household full of 13 of her children, 10 of them being minors. Her children come from different fathers. Her most recent partner is a younger man named Cliff, whom is abusive and does not pay child support.
The Salvatore family and his relatives own the remaining 3 businesses in the town. The Salvatore's own a bar where many illicit activities occur, as well as rental properties around town, occupied by rundown trailers that rent at high prices. The other 2 businesses being Percy Diner, owned by Miss Carol and Mr. Mike, and Valentine's General Store, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Valentine.
Some of these illicit activities include mothers prostituting themselves in order for them to be able to support their families.
Tabitha Hicks is one of Alva May's daughters who met her teacher, Mr. Pattern, in the 6th grade. He helped Tabitha and her siblings get dental and eye checkups. Her and her siblings are hungry on a daily basis. The severity is to the point where Tabitha considers taking her gym teacher's inappropriate offer to receive food for her and her siblings. After revealing this information to the school, the teacher is still employed. To make matters worse, a heated dispute between her and Cliff, after defending her mother, ended up with her out on the streets.
Children like Tabitha, who suffer these conditions, tend to fall in the cycle of poverty or at times can't handle it and cut their lives short like her brother, Mike. The position they are put in is hard to escape when society continues to look down upon them. In households living on $2 a day, children are susceptible to psychological issues and harm being done to them by others, which is far too high of a price to pay.